What if tomorrow, governance simply vanished? No warning, no replacement, just gone. Would we even notice at first? Or would everything start breaking in ways we never expected? Because governance doesn't make headlines. It doesn't trend. It doesn't go viral. But it quietly decides whether systems hold or collapse. Most people don't realize how deeply governance is woven into our world. It influences how we work, how we decide, how we build, how we trust, how we grow. Governance defines who is accountable, who approves risk, who monitors performance, who protects stakeholders, who ensures transparency. It sits inside corporate boards, financial institutions, governments, hospitals, universities, nonprofits, even startups raising their first round. It may look ordinary on the surface, meeting minutes, policies, oversight committees, compliance checklists, but beneath it lies an entire invisible architecture holding modern civilization together. Without governance, rules are suggestions. Accountability becomes optional. Power goes unchecked, and unchecked power rarely ends well. On day one, confusion. Board approvals, no longer binding. Risk committees, dissolved. Audit trails, unclear. Oversight reports, ignored. Processes slow down. Decisions stall. Systems begin to glitch. Who signs off on funding? Who approves strategic changes? Who validates financial statements? Who ensures regulatory alignment? By day 3, executives hesitate. By day 5, investors panic. By day 7, markets react. And people start asking serious questions. How did we rely on this so much? What replaces it? Who was actually managing this? You don't notice governance when it works. You notice it when it's gone. Weeks later, ripple effects spread. Costs increase because no one is coordinating oversight. Trust erodes because stakeholders don't know who's accountable. Efficiency drops because every decision requires debate from scratch. Opportunities are missed because no framework exists to evaluate risk properly. Competitors struggle, industries shift, regulators scramble to respond, fraud risk increases, conflicts of interest surface, strategic drift accelerates. Suddenly, short-term thinking dominates. Power consolidates in the loudest voices, transparency disappears, and what once seemed bureaucratic becomes desperately necessary. Years from now, the absence of governance reshapes entire ecosystems. Markets reorganize around informal power structures. Regulations become reactive instead of preventative. Technologies evolve without ethical oversight. Risk management becomes chaotic rather than structured. Institutional memory fades. Without governance, long-term sustainability declines. Public trust weakens. Investment confidence drops. Social stability erodes. New systems eventually emerge because humans rebuild structure. But rebuilding trust takes decades. We no longer take invisible systems for granted. We realize governance was never about paperwork. It was about stability, alignment, protection, balance of power. Here's the surprising truth. The most powerful forces in our world are often the least visible. Not the flashy headlines, not the loud innovations, not the billion-dollar valuations, but the quiet foundations working in the background. The oversight committees reviewing risk exposure, the independent directors challenging assumptions, the compliance officers protecting integrity, the audit frameworks catching inconsistencies before they explode. Governance doesn't create excitement, it creates resilience, and resilience is what prevents collapse. Governance might not feel urgent until the day it disappears. So if governance disappeared tomorrow, would we be prepared? Or would we finally realize how essential it really was? Because the systems shaping our world aren't always visible. They operate quietly, relentlessly, systematically, and understanding them is no longer optional, especially in a world of increasing complexity, AI acceleration, global markets, and rising regulatory scrutiny. If you want to understand the invisible systems that protect organizations, markets, and society, before they vanish, make sure to subscribe and explore more with us at Governancepedia, because the invisible forces matter most.